Hi Sagittarius, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of May 8th through the 14th. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs. Okay, wow, Sag, very interesting. Okay, wow. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the moon. Okay, so the moon can represent a couple of different things. For some of you, you're going to be definitely very much in touch with your intuition this week. I believe we do have a full moon this week. I think it's on the 10th. But I could be wrong. So the moon is a more emotional energy. So for some of you, you might find yourself to be a little bit more emotional this week. But pay attention to your intuition. For some of you, you could be having some very vivid dreams. Now, the moon represents the unknown. So I think that for some Sages, you know, there's a situation going on within your life. And there's a lot of uncertainty around this. So just try not to worry unnecessarily. The moon can bring in a lot of fear-based worries, so just try not to worry too much. But for some of you, you're maybe dealing with some uncertainty because the overall energy is temperance, which does represent your sign, Sag. This is really nice. This is a healing energy, but also it represents balance. So I think that yes, maybe there are some Sages that you're trying to manifest something. There's something in your life that, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty around this. Still though, I see many of you coming through quite balanced. For some of you, this is you actually becoming more emotionally balanced. You know, and sometimes the moon can represent deception. So there could have been some Sages that maybe there was deception in the past or some sort of difficulties that you were dealing with, but with temperance here as the overall energy, you're actually healing, your emotions are becoming more balanced. This is also a very beautiful divine energy, so I see a lot of spiritual guidance around many of you. Things could be happening on divine time, so when divine timing is at play, patience is required. So for some of you, something is up in the air, but you are very much being divinely guided here. So things are happening at, you know, at the time they're meant to happen. All things in moderation this week, Sag. Temperance is all about patience and moderation, but because we also have the devil here in the spread, which can represent the complete opposite, the devil represents all things in excess. For some of you, maybe you might have been doing something previously, like maybe shopping too much, spending too much money, whatever it may have been, and now maybe for some of you you're actually getting a handle on it. So for some of you you're actually getting more balanced in that sense. Now the devil does represent the sign of Capricorn, and then we do have this King of Pentacles here in the spread. So there are some Sages maybe dealing with a Capricorn person. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but Capricorn, I'm getting really strongly here. So I think that some of you are dealing with this Capricorn, and you could be dealing actually with a couple of people this week, Sag. And this could be a couple of men, because you actually have three kings here in this spread. So you have the King of Pentacles, which is focused on the past. He's looking in one direction, and then I have the King of Swords, who's focused on the future, which can be a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra individual. And then I do have this King of Cups here, which could be Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, and you know, he's looking directly at the King of Swords. He's looking back as well. So for some of you, I don't have fire here, so this is quite interesting. I see you quite balanced, but I don't have the King of Wands here. So for some of you, you know, maybe this is your energy of the King of Pentacles, more grounded, more practical, maybe very, very focused on your finances, because I do see you you know, working very hard and concentrating on something. There's something you're building, there's something you're investing a lot of time and energy into. So I do see many of you working very hard. But what's interesting is we have this devil energy here, which can be, you know, some of you feeling stuck, feeling trapped. And then also, you know, with that moon energy, there's a lot of uncertainty maybe around this matter. You know, there could be some Sagittarius, you're obsessing. You might be fearing the worst. So just take caution with that. Try not to worry. But then we do have this Seven of Wands here, which is a very passionate, courageous energy. This person has a lot of inner strength. So there's something for some of you that you're very passionate about. This could be on the business front or the career front. But this is you standing firm. You're not backing down. You know, what's really interesting is we have the Seven of Wands diagonal with this King of Swords. So for some of you, I mean, you might be coming through a little bit more serious, very passionate, maybe defensive, very passionate, courageous. The Seven of Wands is what I call that warrior spirit. So someone who's not about to quit, someone who's not backing down. And honestly, some of you might be coming through a little bit more serious. And with the King of Swords, you certainly could be using this sword and severing ties from that is no longer serving you. So cutting yourself free for some of you. And that's why we have more balance coming in. So very, very interesting. The King of Swords is very, very serious. You know, he's more of that logical energy here. And then we do have this King of Cups, which is a more emotional man. So for some of you, I do feel like maybe you're dealing with a water sign. For some of you, you might be dealing with a fire sign, or excuse me, maybe a fire sign. Could be a Leo. But for some of you, you're dealing with this earth sign person. For some of you, you're dealing with this water sign person, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And for some of you, this could be your significant other. For other Sagittarius, this is maybe someone that you're working with. But we do have death here. So death represents the sign of Scorpio. So there definitely could be a Sag-Scorpio connection here. And then also, you know, there could be a Pisces, there could be a Cancer connection. That could be your rising or your moon sign, Sag. Now, if that is your rising or your moon sign, if you do have water in your chart, I do feel like you are actually healing. You have a lot of healing energy here. So, you know, I definitely see some of you healing. Could be emotionally healing. And it could be, you know, from a relationship, because you are maybe choosing to walk away or choosing to free yourself. With the devil, it can be an unhealthy relationship, a toxic relationship, one that's codependent. But for some of you, I feel like you're really listening to your intuition and you're making some changes here. You're working very hard. You're making some changes here with the Eight of Pentacles and death here. Death is all about change, great change, transformation. So for some of you, yes, something ending within your life, but it is creating that space for something new to come in. There's always a new beginning with death. So for some of you, maybe you have an air sign or a water sign person that's on their way out, but then maybe you have this Leo or this Capricorn that's on their way in. It could be something like that. And that can go in either direction. For some of you, I see you shining bright because you're working so hard. You know, I see some of you in the spotlight. For some of you, this could be on the career front, you know, leaving a job that was, you know, really overworking you. You were overworked, underpaid, you felt stuck. For some of you, you know, this could be you ending or leaving a job for a new job here. You know, and when I have the sun and the moon in the same spread, it can represent something that was hidden. Again, the moon likes to keep things hidden. Something that was hidden now coming to light. You know, this isn't going to be for all of you, but for some Sages, you know, something that was hidden is now actually coming to light. So something is being revealed. And that could be why we have this great change that's coming in. But you know, if something is being revealed or if something is coming to an end, I feel that it's for the best. It's for the best. This is needed. It's going to help balance things out, because some of you might not have been balanced previously, and dealing with some sort of difficult situation or relationship here. So, you know, if something is coming to light or something's ending, I just feel like it's for the best, Sag. You have some new beginnings that are coming in. You know, I see many of you very successful, especially on the financial front. You also have a lot of healing energy around you. For some of you, could very well be in the spotlight in some way. For other Sagittarius, you know, you could be getting outdoors a lot, which that's, you know, I definitely recommend that. Spending a lot of time in the sunshine. I don't see it being a negative week by any means, but you know, you're all going to relate to this differently. But yeah, let me pull you an additional guidance card. I am switching it up. I'm using my daily guidance, Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. All right, additional guidance for Sagittarius for this upcoming week. All right. Wow, very nice. I think this resonates very much. Play, beloved one. It's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So for some Sagittarius, you need to play. You need to definitely get in balance, you know, make time for your friends, your family. For some of you, you might be really, really focused on your work at this time, and I just think you need to make some time for friends and family. You need to have fun, okay? So, Sag, I do hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Take care.